Chapter 1. Stranded on a backwater port. The Starhawk was dying. I could hear the groans of her failing engines as I guided the battered freighter down onto the landing pad of Xerxes 7, a grimy little outpost on the edge of civilized space. The ship shuddered, and alarms blared as I fought the controls. "Come on, girl, just a little farther," I muttered, sweat beading on my forehead. With a final, protesting whine, the Starhawk touched down hard. The impact rattled my teeth, and I slumped back in the pilot's seat, exhaling in relief. I was alive. The ship, not so much. Stepping out into the humid, neon-lit sprawl of Xerxes 7 spaceport, I winced at the acrid scent of engine fumes and alien spices. The place was a haven for smugglers, mercenaries, and those who didn't want to be found, which right now included me. I needed a mechanic. Chapter 2. The Beastwoman of Xerxes 7. The repair bays were a cacophony of welding torches and shouting workers, but one stall stood out. A massive, fur-covered figure crouched over an open engine block, her clawed hands moving with surprising precision. She was tall, easily 7 feet, with powerful digitigrade legs and a long, tufted tail that flicked in concentration. Her face was feline, with sharp golden eyes and pointed ears twitching beneath a wild mane of dark fur. An Aelurian, a beast woman from one of the warrior clans. I heard stories. They were fierce, proud, and expensive. Swallowing my nerves, I approached. "You fix ships?" Yes. She didn't look up. If I didn't, I'd be a very poor mechanic. Her voice was deep, smooth, with a growling undertone that sent an involuntary shiver down my spine. I gestured toward the Starhawk. "She's in bad shape. Can you help?" Finally, she straightened, wiping grease from her hands. Her golden eyes locked onto me, and I suddenly felt like prey under a predator's gaze. Let's take a look. Chapter 3. The Diagnosis. Her name was Vora. She moved through the Starhawk's guts like she'd built the ship herself, poking, prodding, and muttering in a mix of common tongue and what I assumed were Aelurian curses. Finally, she emerged, wiping her hands on a rag. "Your hyperdrive motivator is fried. Power couplings shot. And your stabilizers are held together with hope and rust." I grimaced. "How much?" She tilted her head, considering. "Credits. More than you have, I'd wager." She wasn't wrong. My last job had gone sideways, and my accounts were nearly empty. "Then what do you want?" Yes. Her lips curled into a slow, fanged smile. "You." Chapter 4. The Bargain. I blinked. "Excuse me." Vora crossed her arms, muscles flexing beneath her fur. "I've been stuck on this rock for cycles. I need a pilot. You need a mechanic. And that means work for me. 1 year. After that, you're free." I hesitated. A year under the thumb of an Aelurian. They weren't exactly known for their gentle treatment of humans. But the Starhawk was my life. Without her, I was stranded. "Deal," I said, extending a hand. Instead of shaking it, she grabbed my wrist and pulled me close, her breath warm against my ear. "Good. We leave at dawn." Chapter 5. The journey begins. Vora wasn't just a mechanic. She was a fugitive. As we blasted out of Xerxes 7, she finally told me the truth. She'd been exiled from her clan after refusing an arranged mating. Now, a bounty hunter called Corvith was on her trail. "And you didn't think to mention this before?" Snap. He grinned. "Would you have agreed if I had?" Groaned. But as days turned to weeks, something shifted. She was fierce, yes, but also brilliant. Her hands could fix anything, and her mind was sharper than my ship's NV computer. And then there were the moments. The way her tail brushed against me when we squeezed past each other in the corridors. The way her ears twitched when I laughed. It was dangerous. And I didn't care. Chapter 6. The Hunt. Corvith found us near the Kasari Belt. His ship was faster, his weapons heavier. Run! Vora snarled, leaping for the guns. I pushed the Starhawk to her limits, weaving through asteroids as laser fire scorched past us. Vora returned fire, her aim deadly. One shot struck true. Corvith's engine exploded in a fireball. Silence fell. I turned to her, heart pounding. She was breathing hard, fur bristling, eyes wild. And then she kissed me. Chapter 7. The Choice. After that, everything changed. The tension between us shattered, replaced by something hotter, hungrier. But Aelurians didn't take mates lightly. One night, she pinned me against the wall, her claws digging into my hips. "I want you," she growled. "But if we do this, you're mine. Forever. No going back." I didn't hesitate. Yes. Chapter 8. The Ending. A year later, the Starhawk soared through the stars, better than ever. And Vora. She lounged in the co-pilot's seat, tail flicking lazily. "Where to next, mate?" she purred. I grinned. "Anywhere but here." And together we flew.